Having come back into the country just at the end of December and settling into a new job and settling back into what is really our home, COVID coming in just felt like the wrong timing. And just in terms of the things I needed to do, I had a great induction plan at work, which involved really learning about the new business that I was about to go into, going to Scotland and Ireland to see our breweries, going to the areas where we have our shared service centers in Budapest and India. There were big plans to go out there and see that. I think the first thing COVID does for me as a woman leader is that it has allowed me to tap into my strengths of being a nurturing person, a caring person. Whilst I cannot touch and feel my people around me, I have to go deeper and find ways to connect with them, to speak with them one-to-one when we're facing a tough deadline, to just call and ask, how are you doing? And see how can I help make the load lighter. My older children have been in boarding school, and suddenly we were together for 3-4 months without anywhere to go. And we picked up new hobbies, playing badminton together, and some people were extremely competitive, playing board games and just finding ways to talk, read the Bible and share ideas. Sometimes it was hard, we had a few fights, but overall we really got a closer connection as a family. Again, on the work front is also just finding new and creative ways to connect. We've been able to do all our board meetings virtually, been able to do our AGM virtually, speaking to our investors also virtually, and our bankers. It's always on my desk. Now, what COVID has taught me was, again, the focus on outputs as opposed to clocking in and out. Do we really need to all be physically in the office to be working? I think COVID has allowed us to demonstrate that we can work independently and deliver results without anybody looking over us. It's also taught me to have boundaries. There were periods when I worked extremely long hours, and whilst I was in the house, my family just didn't see me and they didn't connect with me. I also, because working from home, you don't really get to go to the coffee machine and to say hi to your friends while working from one meeting to the next. I think it took a toll on my well-being, and I had to be very deliberate to carve out time to take a walk, carve out time when work actually ends, to spend time with the family. And I think those are vital lessons to just balance out our lives, and we can still meet our commitments, but we have to have some level of balance in order to be healthy. And at the end of the day, it's our health and our lives that are important. But one of the things I admire hugely about our company and the way we've done things is we said, one day COVID will go. And when COVID goes, what do we want our people to say about us? What do we want our staff to say about us? What do we want our investors to say about us? What do we want our community to say about us? And therefore, the kind of decisions we've made are the kind of decisions that we will be proud of even after COVID has gone. So when we think about the medical care our staff need, we have not compromised on that. When we think about their well-being and their capacity to be able to work from home and their incomes, we have taken the bold moves to say, will we be still proud of ourselves when this is over if we do things that are harmful to them? And even as far as the community is involved, we've looked at ourselves and said, is this a time? It is a time, as a finance person, we will say it's time to conserve cash. But actually the best money spent is the money we've spent supporting our communities, supporting farmers, continuing to take in stocks, supporting bar owners when they're able to open, to enable them to be able to have social distancing so that they can keep their businesses running. It's one of the things I've also had to teach myself with COVID, because I just realized I'd leave the office, sit there and not switch off for hours. And so you're just awake for hours and you're tired and you're not resting, and it's a vicious cycle. So again, what COVID has just taught me is just set boundaries and see, it's important for me to sleep, get into bed, switch off your devices, stop reading books, stop working, get into bed. Everything else you will do tomorrow. Yeah.